Always concerns me when he starts a session off with no words, dice roll.
I always test to see which ones are going to be in there first.
You know, you could have done this in the first 14 minutes.
Well, I'm okay with that. That's why I always get these ones out.
I got 9 to 18, so...
I got a 20 on my white and blue one.
Just accept it. Whatever.
Ken's like, whatever. If it happens, it happens.
You're going with the Steven strategy, are we?
Yeah.
It's got to be something.
No, Steven's strategy is just... I'm going to roll out, so if it's a good roll, I'm good.
He's nice and weighted, but not in a good way.
Not in the way
he doesn't realise he's nice and weighted, but they're all ones and twos.
He's like, I got weighted dice. However, they seem to be weighted to the low end, and I guess I just deal with it.
So you some sort of scam?
Yeah, until it comes to a perception or an investigation check, and then he's rolling like 25s and 27s, like, bruh.
Yeah. It's like nature and survival, and he's a druid. No, I ain't that at all.
Or animal handling.
Yeah, animal handling, the one thing you should be good at.
Yeah. It's very aggressive.
15 minutes more, you've only read the day.
Shut your mouth. I love that.
No, it's a win. So, our session was... You'd all finally decided with Orvex that you were going to help him in some of his endeavours. Decided to trek back through the forests.
I had the most interaction with this man. I don't remember his name.
I'm okay now. I'm fine.
What was it? Orvex?
Yes, Orvex.
She's like, who's that? You've had the most interaction with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought his name was like, I don't know.
Bartender.
What do you think of this?
I don't know. I thought it was this name, but that's the acolyte. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
So yes, you discussed with Orvex you were going to go and at least check out the cave to the north, up through the forest. Dentor decided to lead, having prior knowledge of the area, putting it mildly. You had discussed that you were going to go up to the Dwarvish city and deal with the problem up there as well, before going to deal with your own little job that you weren't willing to discuss with him. I don't know why, everyone's friends here. And had scouted through the forest, managing to avoid all the traps this time, not find them all with your torsos. And happened up to the camp finally. Barricade wall at about 25 feet high. Humanoid but partially bestial men and women adorning the walls and in the compound there, with a cave set into the back wall that you checked around and then found the little side entryway, and then I think everyone was deciding what you were doing. I think some, or at least one, was in the mind that you were scouting it and or doing stuff and then going back to get everyone before heading on. But everyone else, I believe...
I was under the impression that we came here to actually do something.
Yeah.
So.
No, do something, but then...
I'm not
Head back, get
necessarily
people
going
and
out
then-
there to kill people.
No, yes. So yes, it was go
Unless,
out.
of course,
It was
they
go out
develop
and
it, or...
yeah, it was go out and find this camp, and then decide from there what the course of action was.
I think we should at least go in the cave. Just a little bit.
The cave is inside the camp.
No, this was they found an entrance around the side of it. That there was the wall around the outside of the camp, then there was the rocky kind of face with the cave mouth inside the camp, but around the side of the camp they found like a kind of, if you looked at it straight on you don't notice it, but if you come to the side of it like labyrinth, it looks like there's a kind
So
of
it would fit people through it? I thought it was small. Okay.
No, it's big enough for humanoids to sort of like shimmy down.
I was going to send Bumble into Scout. That was my intention.
I don't have any disposable critters in this campaign.
He just comes back after he dies. That's why he's allowed to get into danger.
I had my face hand out.
Did you roll?
I did have my face hand out.
Oh, yes.
So we're going through the...
Yes. The face
What's
comes
his name?
out.
How big is the entrance?
I'm just
am
gonna
I gonna fit?
go in. It's not gonna be that fine. It's gonna be fine. If we're really discreet and not loud, we just go in.
Like, I agree. But
To be fair, I don't think Cowman has ever really shown a sign of being quiet or discreet. His most discreet was when he just walked up to the enemies. He just
walked past the
I've got
a
a magical badger who can dig under the wall and maybe just see what's going on.
I have to just go in and see with my own eyes. If I get captured, I get captured, but I could just pretend like I'm lost.
I'm only asking.
Yes!
I'm only asking because I am 8 foot 10 inches tall.
That's true.
Yes. I am big boy.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone needs to shrink them.
Will that fit?
It'll definitely be a squeeze. You wouldn't be able to swing anything while you're in, but it could open up.
I'm just gonna go in.
You're just gonna go
Yeah.
I just have my face hand in with her.
And hope for the
in? Okay,
best.
so it's
Right.
like
Be good.
It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's
in
fine.
face down.
I'm really blending in to the dark surroundings.
You're right.
Right.
Great promotion.
You
And your
still
shimmery
can't see
pink
in the
and
dark, can
Purple
you?
and blue cloak.
Yeah.
What were we told were the main races in this camp?
Do you have dark vision, baby?
So in the camp you can see that there are
Maybe that doesn't.
some dwarves,
Oh, yes.
there are orcs, there are elves, but they're not, as I mentioned, they're not just the straightforward ones you've seen. They seem to have like a slightly elongated, almost muzzle kind of shape with sharper teeth. Patches of fur on them.
Because that animalistic in his hand.
Oh yeah,
So
I
I
remember
could
when
just
they went out.
could you just use disguise self to try and look like one?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, you can
So
cast it.
before we go in, I'm just going to flick my hat and do disguise self to look like the most generic orc that looks like belonging in this camp on the planet. So at least I look like I fit in.
That's fair.
I'm not doing any of
So
that.
you going down the corridor with
Looks like we're
the
doing
face
this.
hound?
Can I see anything through it since I've got the devil's sight? Or is it
I
just
also
all
have.
dark?
It is dark. Obviously, the double sight does allow you to see in non-magical and magical darkness. True sight also allows.
Oh, okay, what am I saying?
No, you
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see
Sure.
in magical darkness or darkness as well.
Oh, so we're all capable.
But only his sight within
Oh,
10
Richard-
feet.
We're all capable.
demon.
15.
I also have
But
demon
you,
sight.
yeah,
You
if
can't
you've got
see
double sight,
shit.
then you
Yeah.
get.
It's
That's
alright,
why I'm
how
not
long
going
did you get
in.
in the goggles?
Yeah, he's not good at
Yeah.
We're going straight.
So
I'm not going in.
Follow
so what-
my
Oh,
yes.
never mind.
Right,
So
now.
what is the order pushing down through the so Calliope at the front?
Yeah.
I'll be
That's always
behind.
safe. Face hound,
Well,
then
face-
shit.
Yeah.
What's your size?
What do you mean?
Your size.
My height?
Your size.
I mean medium.
Medium?
Well,
Yeah.
Face hand fit like in the same
Oh,
square shape.
face hound
Small.
large. Oh, small. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd be able to
oh yeah, it's all
move in and out.
everything.
Oh, he's a chihuahua, that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Um,
Chihuahua.
you're saying outside, correct? I might go in with the squishies.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So Chit,
What?
then
It's just a little bit of backup.
Something goes wrong. Can someone just scream and I will
I'm
pass
sure
my way
you
through?
do.
I will make it a bigger hallway.
Aravind will stay out with you for the moment.
My pass without a trace, is that still up? Is that for an hour?
When was it cast? Do you remember?
As we.
I
It
guess
was a couple of hours worth of trek, but yes, if it was at
close to
camp,
camp,
then
yeah.
yes, you still have it up.
Nice.
What's that? Plus 10.
Plus
Yeah.
10 to stealth.
Hell yeah.
This is where you get 30s and 37s and stuff. It's, especially this one.
Well, the face hat has a plus 15.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
so it has a plus 50 ability.
to stealth. I like that.
Have you seen the stat block for it?
No.
That, I actually really like it. He's a little squishy.
The one for the new reanimators companion is pretty good.
Yeah. I haven't looked into it at all. Other
It's
than
the artificer you made.
Is
Which
this
is
similar to
basically-
Oh
the
yeah.
last
Matt
one?
showed
Or
you
just
that.
Yeah.
So, and he said it. He was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
I went, oh. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little over.
Yeah.
So outside is dental
Oh, I do like that.
and
yeah.
Nice.
sort of as because I'm not having Stephen's character die when he's not here.
Right, he's out. Moi.
I revived him.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
what was the finger gun for?
You gotta finish the
I got the
Well, I
like,
can't do the touch.
impressions.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's the range one now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
We coded it all.
Yeah. We got there.
Connecting the dots, guys.
Okay. Are you going in quietly? The three that are going in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just so you guys are aware, the facehound can understand all languages but cannot speak.
Okay.
Cool.
Funny. I'm just gonna be quietly whispering to the dog the entire time. Okay, everybody, so I'm gonna go through here.
Oh, good. I'm not at disadvantage for stealth. So
Okay.
we're
Let
good.
me know.
Give me some
I had
stealth
to-
checks
To double check
for
that.
everyone. Well, sorry, the ones that are going in.
You're with her plus 10.
Yeah.
Yes, because still
that's-
within
18.
30 feet off.
Yeah.
I
Everyone's
am
got a
so
plus
glad I got
18, pretty solid.
Is that the plus 10? Chip?
Oh, plus 10, then, oh no, then that was
28.
28, yeah.
10.
So,
What's it, what?
Natural 20.
Oh, well, I got the lower end of it.
You're a natural one.
28 is Chip. Of course. I don't even know why I asked for that. It's good.
What'd you get?
35. Natural 20.
For the phase hand.
Yeah.
Amazing. And Geode?
The lowest you can get. 1.
A 1.
11. I got no pluses on my thing either.
Amazing.
It'd be funny, despite it being in that one, it'd be funny if it was still above the threshold.
This dice is failing me already this week. It was rolling good last week.
The red one.
Well, one, but Geode may be the problem child here.
I'm always the home
Julie.
child for stealth. At least for the most part. At least my armor is not at disadvantage.
Nope, not a druid is location. That was Tuesdays. So many monsters. Go. Okay, so you. Most of you feel pretty hidden.
No. Most.
Yeah. Most.
Just everyone bucks back.
Mm-hmm.
Big rock boy.
Pattering through that.
I could just imagine like Geode walking through like,
Being so sneaky right now.
I'm so good. You're a rock against a rock.
He's rocking
Clinking.
just clinking.
Oh, no, it's literally.
Yeah.
Be suspicious. Okay. I should probably give me. If you're looking out as well, you're going stealthy, so give me perception checks as well.
Everyone?
Yeah. For the ones in the.
That is a 9.
Oh, amazing. Oops.
Maytown got 18.
The dog's still better.
It makes sense with perception. I mean, it's a dog.
He's got +5 on both stealth
Yeah.
and perception.
How much? 18?
18.
He's gonna be the goodest boy.
Yeah.
He's, yeah.
Until it just randomly poofs and gone for the day.
9. Yeah, 9. Get it right, David. Jesus.
Sorry, my bad.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Hey. We were both doggies before he mixed out.
14?
14.
It's halfway. It was low.
Yeah, bring
It's
it.
gone halfway. Maybe you'll roll better next time.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Then
Otherwise, that's it.
the Facehound and Calliope.
Yes.
Facehound probably can't really understand what it is that it's kind of seeing.
Okay.
But Calliope realizes that after about 30, 40 feet of like, tight sort of thing, it opens up a little bit, but as it opens up, you spot, because you're up the front there, you spot that there's like there's nothing for it to shine off. Sorry, as you're coming in from this angle,
Yes.
you do spot that there's a little bit of light source further in, and it manages to glint on like what looks like almost like openings about yay round, like metal inset into the wall of the cave. There's probably like 10 feet of it, so along the wall 10 feet, and they're just like dotted.
Tomb Raider.
Okay.
You just keep going.
Are you going to investigate?
I'm gonna tell
or-
them. Until they know.
Yeah, so it's
Holes in the
along
wall.
that wall and along that, like both sides
Is it like
of the cave.
top of the wall to bottom of the wall, or is it like the middle, like half?
Well,
Yeah.
because where you're at, there's not much headroom above you. It starts to open up, but basically it's right where it starts to open up. So yeah, it's pretty much like
The entire wall.
yeah,
Top to
on
bottom.
both sides.
Okay, that's how it
It's not
Can't
down,
really
like
take
it's
above
not
it.
through the middle, but it is like on the sides.
This is just like a one lane, one person.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a 5 foot. You're like,
Yeah.
shoulders and things are rubbing against
Okay.
I
stone.
would not have fit through this hallway.
No.
Are they offset?
Yes, now that they've pointed out to you, you do see, like, they're not directly across from each other. Like, one might be here, one's here. They're like,
Where's the trigger?
they probably look like about yay round of an opening.
That's really unfortunate. What?
Aren't you a rogue?
Yeah.
How much space is to the other side?
It's so you can see that
Disarm trap or
the
something
pieces
like
are
that.
there.
Well, yeah, I can.
It was just 10 feet
I can do
across.
that. I guess.
Do I see any mechanisms on the side?
Yeah, like-
Mechanisms on the side that shows what they get inside.
Yeah, that's what I do.
It was just like
Thank you.
a situation.
Give
Like
me
if I wanted
a
to,
I could.
investigation.
I mean, I can.
Cool. I'll go +1.
Yeah, 'cause you're trying to
Proficient for some reason. 15.
15.
It was actually, what was the liner?
It's me, the
Oh.
dog,
And the face hatter.
You
Yeah,
can
the
see
dog,
that
and then
there is
shit.
a.
and then I had the back.
It's more. There's like a crank on either side. So it's like a mechanical sort of just like think of like a winch basically.
Yeah.
There's like a hand crank on each side.
Oh, the hand going inside. Okay.
Yeah. So like just around the edge of one of the rocks that like part of the rock face, there's like a hand crank that's kind of like mounted there, and it kind of you see that there's like chains pulled up on it that like leads into the rock, one on either side.
Okay. And this is on the other side of the traps, of course, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's currently like all wound onto the, so it's not out, it's all wound onto the
Yeah.
piece.
Okay. Alright, well, if we want to try and get through here, I'm going to Misty step to the other side and take a look at these mechanisms.
Mm-hmm. Easy.
Cool. So I just disappear and like,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically reappears like just on the other side of the 10-foot
just the other side,
gap.
yeah.
So yeah, as you go over, you can see that it's just basically like a spool that holds chain,
Yeah.
and then it seems to be pulled back with some sort of mechanism, with the 15 sort of investigating to sort of like
Yeah.
understand it. It looks like it's holding tension on something, and when that triggers, that will likely unspool and
Well, I'm just going to. Chid's just going to pretty much just go like, well, this should work. He pretty much like just goes to one side and just like loosens it, and see if like taking off the tension does anything.
give me a.
It's an interesting roll.
Yeah. It's usually sleight of hand to disarm traps, so let's go with sleight of hand and see where we get.
16.
16?
Yeah.
You go, like, as you go to move it, it's less. No, sorry, so yeah, you managed to turn it, like, backed off and let some of the tension off. It hasn't triggered anything, and it's on one side.
Yeah.
So you've basically backed off the chain so that it's no longer the whole tension
Yeah.
on whatever it was. But you feel like when you were just like unspool it, this feels like a return, basically.
Oh, so if I let go of it, it will just.
So you can unwind it,
Yeah.
and it will.
Back
How to
into-
word it? It's like it returns the trap to where it,
Yeah. So
like how it returns it to reset it or undo it,
Yeah.
but that's not what triggers it.
It's 2 cranks, right?
Yeah, one on each side.
Yeah. But at least that's one for each wall. Is my theory.
I can't see anything that would be triggering it. I feel like it's holding something.
Give me an investigation check. I'm sure this will go well.
Probably not. 20.
Oh my god!
That's
26.
26. Okay. You can see that there is some rocks that
Sorry,
look
I've got 2
because the ground's
in
all
there.
rocky. It's not just it's not carved. It's not with flagstones or anything like that. It's just like a rough cave kind of entrance. Some of the, like in the dark, you can see that there's like kind of gaps around some of the rock areas, and they look like and feel like the triggers. So if you were to just walk through without thinking about it, you'd probably set off whatever it was.
So if we tip the rocks,
There's like
No,
rocks
they're
that
like
look
a-
like
like a button. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh, okay.
So if you think about it, obviously if a rock has to go down, it can't just be flush up with everything. It's like there's a gap around it, like
It's a button.
they push basically like a button.
Okay, well I'm just gonna walk through and avoid that. Those
Okay.
buttons.
Give me a dexterity saving throw
How big is the
to
area?
just avoid, to avoid.
Oh,
the,
You're purposefully avoiding it, like you know where it is.
I'll give advantage because one, you know where it is, and two, you're going slow.
Great.
Everyone need to do that, or just Clyde?
Okay, that's a
They
great.
will, yes. To try and go through it.
That's a 10.
And wisdom.
Why do I feel like I'm going to get
Hang on, I might be able to help you guys out at the very least. You go through my spell list.
I was gonna say you're doing it like one by one, like one at a time.
Yeah,
Roll
because
it.
it'll be like,
We can't go all at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's only
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
one way.
Ah, I was trying to have a freaking levitation once.
levitation allows you to
Oh.
go up and down.
Oh, I know it does, but like I'm just trying to think. Like, so it's part of like a, I think it's part of a feat. I'm just trying to figure out what.
How far down the hall do we have to go to miss it?
It's just 10 feet across.
Okay.
Ah, I can just cast on myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't use anyone else.
Do we need a map? Do we have a map?
I will draw something up real quick.
For the table.
Yes.
What? Dice roller.
Oh, sorry.
You got some candy corn? Some candy corn?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Don't rush me, David.
What? I didn't rush you.
There's
This
nobody
was
on the
last
side.
man's back.
That will do. Yeah, it's just above the oven there.
No,
the other
that one.
side's
I'll just wipe it off.
There's a handle.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Oh, I actually got a projector and an arm to try out the.
Oh, you did?
Thing. Yeah,
Nice.
it's fine. I just need to like play around with the sizing and stuff a bit, but it could work. Just not. Yeah, just does limit the size of the maps a little bit. Otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was gonna, if it's gonna work, then I may.
The thing is, I was saying this earlier. The reality is, the higher I get the projector, the bigger the map I can have.
Yes.
But the arm is only going to go up so high.
Yes.
And
You
it's
start
like-
stacking books and.
Yeah, it's also going to be like connected to the roof in their house, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Fetch
the plan.
boy.
How far can it go away from here?
I don't think it specifies.
Okay.
It probably does not specify.
Unless it's a part of the on the magic item rather than on the stat block. If
Maybe.
it's not on the stat block. It just says like the only thing with distance really is like the
You want to calm down there?
I'm calm.
I'm just patient right now. The speed and the blink distance as well. That's all it says.
Luckily I'm holding on to it.
Luckily, it's just water.
Just water.
Yep.
That's what you think.
Okay, vodka.
You're wrong. There you go.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Took it water. This is how I'm gonna roll from now on.
The whole thing, you need to pick whichever one's highest.
I rolled this one.
Maybe she has fireball yet.
I was going to say, like, is that what you're waiting up for?
Yeah.
That's how you roll all your dice for a session. Just roll all of them at once.
And then you just put them in a line.
They're
First
they're
one
all
to-
the rolls. You have to like pick a result for each roll for the night. You only get to roll all of them at once. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, okay, that one's
Then
done.
pick the order.
That's about where you can see at the moment. It'll be a draw by numbers.
Another draw by number.
And this is where you'll see.
That's the Cadence, the Echo, and then the other one.
That one's you.
Sorry.
We're a user. There we go. And then we've got a miniature.
Okay, so that, so you've got another, oh my god. Oh my god. So, you're gonna swap and the echo will be on the other side of it?
Yeah.
Because obviously they would have to walk through or dismiss, reappear. One of the
Pretty
two.
much.
Which, your version will keep burning resources, because remember, it's not just all the time. Yours is perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the.
The new version.
I think it's 4. Or is it proficiency bonus?
Yeah, officially bonus. I think there is a marker. Where's the shit?
That's alright.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
No,
true.
that the proficiency bonus still needs to be added onto the new one. Oh,
I know, I need to get
Wonderful way from teleportation.
Oh,
You
have a dragon.
Then expecting.
I do not. I've got a
David,
kobold. Does
David,
that help?
David,
A what?
a dragon.
A dragon. Is it like a full-sized one?
Dragonborn.
I got a mean looking
Oh,
wolf.
yes, I've got a dragon ball. That's no issue.
What is that?
A mean looking wolf.
Oh, on the side, you like, it looks like just a rock. Okay. That's a nice bubble.
As Geo.
There is a polarity.
Yeah, I love that one.
Well,
Okay,
that's a tiefling warlock, so...
That can. Well, I'm under her anyways. But that
And
can
my
be
broken monk, which I just.
This is amazing.
She's cool
Yeah.
if she doesn't keep on breaking.
Yeah.
Do you have a phase hound?
I don't have a phase hound,
Something similar enough.
but I may have something similar.
Count the puppies. That's a big puppy.
He's a big poppy.
Because he's only small, isn't he?
What are those
Yeah.
little green things
Okay.
that you use?
Can't use the bear then. I do have the little green thing.
Nah, pull the bear out. Let's go.
So, yeah.
I do have
Why
a
not?
Dave, I've got a
Yes.
Wolverine up on like the shelf.
I've got my little,
The little green dudes.
yeah, my little green slimes.
Yeah, I like them.
So many.
So many. Where are they? Use the quest
No, do we only have efficiency of 3 at the moment?
Efficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Should only do 3.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Can I make it easy
I
to
really
find?
need to start printing more.
You're putting more down.
Okay, so face hound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little face hound. And eventually, if needed, dragonborn.
Yay!
He's wielding a shield and a sword, but that is of no consequence.
We can pretend it's the king.
Yes.
A really cool stick.
But
A really cool stick.
so you are all good to go, Bailey?
Yes!
Cool. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
I can. This is what that is. Plus 4. 8.
Yay!
So
Oh yeah, I took this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even less that.
Yeah,
So
put that in and we'll have one.
So just as we're getting there, so what was everyone?
Perception.
No. So you guys have popped over to the other side.
Yeah.
Goliath's still on this side. Face hand is there. What we is now deciding to do.
Is it still narrow?
It's starting to widen out here, so it's coming to like a.
what is on
canyon
this
strip.
side?
So on this side,
like I said, paint draw by numbers. This side flares up to like about there, and it continues further down into the system. It feels like it's got more storage. Like crates, barrels, boxes in here that seem like a storage.
So it's like a whole.
Warehouse hold kind of thing. It seems like it could be.
No imps in this one.
No, there's no imps in this one. More for like a bug out or a like if they needed to leave. What are you giggling about?
I don't understand.
I
They're just boxes.
I don't. I'm so confused.
I'm confused.
yeah, there's crates, barrels. It looks like they've got. They're all like sealed up. You
Can I
hunt around.
investigate?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna send the hound back to
I'm going to say as well what
Yeah.
they decide what they're going to do.
Yeah.
to
Because,
tell you
like,
what we've done.
You can't communicate.
I got a 13 investigation.
I'm just gonna tell the dog. This is what's happened. Try and convince him to come this way. I don't know what he's gonna bark at you. I guess.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, some common.
If like when you manage to like do sort of like a sniff and a like sound check, and the barrels fill. Well, a couple of them filled with like a liquid. Another one feels like heavy, like a grain or a powder or something. There's like foodstuffs in a couple of them. You can smell sort of like dried meats and things like that.
Not pickled
With a
carrots, is it?
15, you probably do spot in amongst them there'd be at least, there's another crate that's kind of like a longer crate. It's about this size.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very familiar to crates you previously saw back in Grenshaw.
Oh, gunpowder?
No,
I was gonna say, like,
the
does
really
this...
long
Oh.
ones.
Oh.
Was that the list of the those things?
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
I forgot
It's not
about
that smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
A ballista spear.
Yeah.
So that's the crate without opening.
There's a few of them at my dad's house.
Good to know.
There
I
are.
left them there.
Oh, no, I do remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So I'd say with the while you guys are just thinking of with the 13, yeah, you basically find the same stuff in the
Yeah.
crates and everything. It's probably like a couple of pouches with some gold, but it's
Nothing major.
Hmm?
Nothing like major.
no, nothing major. It's like, it could be like, probably at a rough count, probably like, 20, 30 gold. Probably like a quick grab, bug out kind of, I've got 30 gold now, like,
Yeah.
I can get some form of something for that. So, this very much feels either like storage, like long time storage, or bug out, like I need to get out of here quick kind of situation.
No.
The barrels, do
Yeah.
they look like anything from Grenshaw as well?
Gunpowder?
Explosives.
One of them does have the same look as one of the Grenshaw ones. There's no branding on it, but you're just like, yeah, we've seen these ones before. They were placed near, they were the explosive part near other things.
Yeah.
There's no crate that looks like or there's none that were heavy enough that were the big ones
Mhm.
with the metal frames inside.
Oh yeah,
So
the
yeah.
detonation.
There's none of the
device.
detonation ones, but
Oh, no? Okay.
That's a song.
Ah.
Yeah, I know, I love this
Before
song.
we move on, can I come in now? She's at the pay attention now.
Oh yes. So as you're all catching up to there, you're sort of like squeezing in through the sort of corridor, and I mean like it's squeezed.
It's a tight.
Yeah. Bailey,
Yes, sir.
That's me.
like from what you gave me in the backstory, absolutely love it. You're one of the first few of any of my campaigns that have been like, here are locations and names that I'm creating and giving to you. Thank you for that. I've had everyone else be like, hey, so where on the map might this be? And I'm like, they don't give me a name or a location or anything. They're just like, oh, where might this thing be? So I then have to create it. So thank you for that one. Yes, there's others.
Okay,
I'm
we get
not
it.
just like, right.
Yes.
There are no. There are
Teachers
other
do
players. Other players in other in this game and other games have given me stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually no, that would be cool.
I would give for that. It's not that it's not that I'm not being like, oh, no one else is doing it. Other
That's
people have done
exactly what
it.
you said.
Heaps of others have done it. I'm not saying that, but it was
Pages
like
of backstory.
yes, and that's what they.
Pages.
That's what
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not saying
Right,
that everyone didn't. I'm not saying that anyone didn't. I was just like, oh, this is really refreshing to be like, I have this place and put it in there.
I gave you Oliver's the author.
You did, yes.
Like-
That's right. I'm not disputing that.
I've got a corner of stuff.
But, so yeah, from what you gave me of like what you'd previously done and what you think.
Yeah.
The one that caused you to fall from who you previously were, that entity would probably be
I know.
involved with the group that they are currently sort of investigating and looking into.
Okay, fine.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry
so,
that I'm in my
yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
You
You don't need to know yet. So it doesn't have to be for revenge or anything like that, or out to get it, or find it might be to finances or whatever. We can work that out at a later point. But I feel when you were sent out from the monastery, it would probably be that because all of the deity style things are just moving again, like all the bits and pieces are moving, that this group popping up on your group's radar currently would be like, oh, you've had history with that. Yeah. So so these guys are dealing with how to put it.
So it's like related to it in like some way.
Yeah, related to it in some way. So where I was like, well, this would be you were going out to sort of like look for finances or see what's going on out in the world from being where you were. That there was talk of a rising of those powers again that you previously had dealt with, and this continent seems to have a hotspot of it for the moment.
Can you do that perception as dice roll for me?
Yes, just to see if you spot, because it would be that Bailey here. For the moment, we're going with Bailey until there's introductions, but so Bailey here is sort of like heading in this area as you heard word that there was a minor group that were one hunting or tracking them down, but two that there was activity in the area with these guys.
26 stealth,
26 stealth, Jesus.
because it's a plus 10. And
Yes.
then 23 perception with an action.
Amazing. So yes, give me a stealth check, Bailey, as well, please.
What are we rolling?
Stealth.
Oh, well, okay.
Just to see how well you are approaching.
I did ask if I can cross this path,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't answer my question.
Sorry. Do you want to cross it?
Yep.
Yes. With
Oh,
a
wait,
10.
wait.
Oh, 10 plus 4, so
11.
14.
10 plus 4. Okay, so 11?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 10 plus 4, 14. You manage to get through. You seem to, like, just as you're getting through, you kind of catch one of the rock buttons, and about midway, as you're like getting to about here, you like catch it, and then realize you catch it because you feel your foot shift a little bit, and you like step forward enough that when it almost looks like a dagger or a lack of a better term, dagger or like a sharpened spike with a chain about yay thick on it, like fires across from one wall and embeds in the other wall behind you.
That's fine.
Just managed to get clear of it,
So
but
is that
you
like
are able to.
chain connection to where it came from, is that what you're saying?
Yes, so the chain basically like
Crosses.
goes
So I'm
across,
guessing that's what the pulley's for. is
and
to-
yeah, it's usually to
Reset it.
reset the chains.
Damn.
Okay.
There's a joke in there, but it's okay.
Pull to reset the chain. Yeah. Okay. So 11 on the stealth. You do happen upon, like you're going through like the forest sort of area, and you've been travelling down the main path from, probably say coming from up north.
No, would probably be coming from south, from where these guys kind of came from, but you were coming up the main road. They came straight through the forest sort of area. You had heard a bit of a commotion. No, you'd probably get a feeling or a drive to go westward. I think was some sort of yeah, whatever it could be. You get this pull, this urge to like go towards, after probably like 4 or 5 hours of travel from where you were, you get this pull in that direction. You're like, okay, it's not steered me wrong yet, so
Trust the instinct.
yes. And it takes you a little bit to sort of like work your way through the forest. It is quite dense. Well, dense enough. It's not like tree.
Sorry.
What did you want?
I'm sorry.
She's had to hold it in all day.
Shots fired.
Hey, I mean, this just came out. I didn't even think of that.
After a couple of hours, like just sort of picking your way through the forest, still just following that sort of impulse, you do see the sort of like wooden structure, like wall. Think of like basically trees that have had the tops cut off to a spike point, and then just like placed in the ground, about 25 feet or so high. Couple of patrols like on the beds. They roll.
Yeah.
So you do feel like they haven't spotted you yet.
Great.
But yeah, this and then as you're like getting up to this sort of clearing area, it does feel like this is where you're supposed to be, but you're not sure what to do from here.
Great. So I just like sit down and just like meditate on myself
Sure.
and just see if I can align where I'm meant to go or what I'm meant to do next.
Sure. Give me a religion check.
Aligning your chakra.
Yeah.
Chakra, but yeah.
19.
Sorry,
19.
Too dense to know what that is.
It takes you a moment of quiet contemplation, like you used to, and the forest isn't buzzing with noise, so it is actually quite easy to fall back into that natural sort of good trance state. The wouldn't so much be a whisper in the back of your mind, but we haven't discussed which god you might go for yet.
That's true.
But no, we haven't. I did
The
mean,
god is
I did mean to send you. I did mean to send you the list.
Capital H-I-N.
So it's David's fault.
It's again my fault. What's new?
the god that I am aligned with.
Yes. Sends you
Thank
their
God.
sign.
Good guy. Good
Yeah.
guy.
Sends you their sign and like whatever would be their normal sign, and when we decide on who that is, I can then decide on what sign that would be exactly. However, moving on.
The guy from the mummy with all the things on his necklace, going through them all.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a cleric of all of them.
Give or take anyone.
Yeah. They are directing feels like the wrong word. Guiding you to see what you can find inside.
The town? Like the camp?
Yes, in the camp.
Okay.
And like, not so much in the camp, like out the front. The pull is towards the caves, or the cave.
His character wouldn't have the knowledge that we have from Orvex of what this camp is, correct?
No, you would not.
And
Not
I
from
wouldn't
Orvex.
know about the back entrance to the cave either, would I?
How does you scout it?
Your perception was
Not good. I think it was like a 9 from me.
yeah. Oh, no, sorry, that was more for like how long it might have taken you to sort of like wind through. Give me another one now, and we get to see how. Because now you're here.
Come
This was that was a couple of hours. So let's see how we go here.
18.
18.
Yay! Much rejoicing.
So yeah, so there was much rejoicing.
And everyone exploded into their death. Sorry.
So yeah, you do catch it as you're like checking it out, like off the corner of your eye. There's like a sort of darkened entry, sort of like when you're looking at it front on, you can't see. When you go that way, there's like a path. So there's there, or you can try and scale a wall and
No, he's just
Go
gonna
on,
go
go
with
for it
this
if you want.
little slit.
The easy way.
When the vibe's taken him.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, get head on that way. So where did everyone else get to? So Minotaur was like,
Yeah,
you're like shouldering down
I'm making my way
down
through.
the corridor, and you've kind of like you bumped into
Yeah.
Geo's Echo that's sort of just standing there.
And I'll bring him across as well, or attempt to walk him.
Just walk him across.
Oh, he knows that things are there.
Yes, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like you're not like well, obviously you can't swap him or anything.
Yeah,
So
I've already done that. So okay.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Which one do I want to roll? Dex. 8.
8.
Eight's fine.
Eight's fine. Eight's fine.
And she knows they're there. Do you know, like, it's fine.
Nearly a scratch.
Does.
Advantage?
I don't get how you can know.
Yes, actually, you
What, really?
didn't know it was there, so yes, advantage.
Oh,
I did advantage for
Was it
Kalagi,
eight?
so
It was a 7 plus 1.
yeah, for 5. So
It's
that's
a
3.
5 plus 1.
so 6.
Natural fighter.
Yep.
Dexterity.
I think he's gonna take.
He's gonna take some damage.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Yeah, like Calliope just skinned clear of it.
Should honestly just
What was your save?
like must watch it.
So what was yours? 6.
No, 8 was the highest.
8 was the highest. Okay. So
This
Yeah.
is gonna be good.
It's not me, technically. But
shadows of yourself.
yes.
So,
And I still don't know what the connection is all
That's
about.
okay.
Actually, have I? I don't
So
think I've got my
it takes-
kill count.
always
it takes-
or is he summoned every like long rest? I don't know how
he can be
that
summoned a
Yeah.
few times every long rest.
Yeah.
The original version is you can just summon it as a bonus
Whenever.
action whenever you want. But
For
it only has 1 hit point.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
Yeah, so I've changed it so it's proficiency bonus and amount of times per long rest, and hit points equal to 5 times your fight level.
that's
How much damage?
yeah, sorry.
So that was 8 piercing damage
And
as he
okay,
then
it's
gets,
like and the end.
because it was that much lower, he does, like, he goes and steps on it, like, accidentally catches a couple of them, and one, like, skates past his back, embeds into the wall, and then he's, like, shifts forward and, like, ducks under the one that Calliope set off.
Yeah.
Another one comes up and gets him across the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and as he sort of takes the impact and, like, spins, another one comes through and catches him in the leg, and
Oh,
actually,
boy.
like, pierces through and pins his leg, like, the chain is through his leg.
Emergency amputation.
So yeah, he's like,
that's the first.
yeah, he
What's
goes,
your leg?
he goes, catch, and then just boom, and then it's just like, he's just sort of like standing there with like the chain through his leg.
Oh well, he's not real.
Dude, kill yourself or cut it off, either
Is he
way.
exhaled to the wall?
Yeah, I'd say
It's
so.
yeah, the chain is stuck to the wall, but yeah, the chain is just through his leg, so there's a hole like that with chain just like punched through it.
Delicious. Can he? Because he's got my weapon as well.
Uh huh.
How thick are the chains?
So you get through chain.
Yay. As in,
That's like, and then the like.
yeah,
like
if
that.
they were like linked like that, if you're looking at it like that, it'd be about that.
Can I stick my blade through it and try and crank it to see if I can like weaken it and maybe?
How far
Kill me.
how far into the tunnel are they?
We're here.
So that one's like he's pinned about there.
Sorry, so that's the start of the
Other
trap.
than that,
Yes, so
like,
that's the trap area.
It's like 5 feet.
Yeah, so pinned basically in the middle of it.
Unlucky.
do I feel this pain as well? Since this is like the first time it's actually come out. And
It's up to you.
it's a mirror image of myself, an echo of myself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say yes.
So it doesn't mean to every time takes an hour.
You
I
heard,
like this.
yeah, you felt or saw the echo like move out of your vision range, which is basically here. If you then like,
because it's dark.
yeah, if you then like follow down, yeah, if you like follow him down, you then
It's
hear,
an echo of light.
you hear like, boom, 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 and
Ah!
like yeah, then probably
Yeah, that noise exactly.
a shout, or like a,
Inconvenient.
like groan of pain at some point. But yeah, you hear like you hear the impacts into the wall.
It's like a double one as well, so it's like the echo's like that, and it's like.
Yeah. So you hear the
Like an
impact. You
Hey!
hear the impact into the wall, and then you hear like the chains like rattling across as they get fired out as well.
I've got no utility spells to try and break.
I would like to light a torch because I completely forgot that this goes dark.
So you can now see a chain pinning Geode's echoes.
And
In
him trying
place.
to like.
Give me a strength or athletics check with.
Can we just crank it back?
Through him.
Either way.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Have you ever heard?
I mean,
Sorry,
it lets him
you can
free.
try it. No
You
one's
can try
tried
that,
it.
but I'm also trying this.
I'm
so
gonna
it's
crank
like,
it back for him.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna-
Athletics?
Like,
Have you heard of the logic when you get stabbed, don't pull the knife back?
It's not even a real person. No
What are,
offense.
what are you worried about here,
But
honestly?
this is also how Steve Owen died.
That's
It wasn't the leg, but he yanked something out of his body.
I mean, it went to his heart, different.
16 plus 7 athletics. Thank you.
Easy
for
enough that you are like you have twisted it where it like weakens a little bit. It does have a little bit of give, but it would either need to be broken or removed.
Somehow.
Yeah, someone could like lean over and like try and jimmy them out of the walls
Okay.
and then pull it back through, but that's
How far is it in between everything that he got?
yeah, he basically got stuck in the middle.
In the middle.
Okay.
Just beyond the middle. You'd probably have to like step back into the danger zone. Yes.
What is like you talk?
Oh.
What's it?
Yeah. If anything, like you'd have to come back into the danger zone a little bit to be able to reef it out.
Can I crank it back now?
Yeah, you can try
yeah.
that now. You could have been doing it at the same time as
Bailey,
well.
Oh, I'll
yeah.
do this one.
Bailey, you can hear like fussing in the wall and then like chains rattling and you're like, ah yes.
It's living up to the reputation, you see.
And then, like, as you like round a corner, you do see like
This is the good part. where
there is a
it's
little bit of
fun.
light, but there's a large
Cowman.
furred and dental wears clothes, right? I know, like pants and loincloth, but
It's
I can't
basically loincloth. That's it.
Okay, yeah, so
There's no top.
Bit too short
So it's
still, though.
yeah, there is a loincloth
Hawaiian
furry
voice.
It's still got a sweet
creature
creature.
kind of like
Just a
wears
half
in the
Bunch of smugglers.
with a
Like a light outline of.
yeah, with a little glowing phase hound behind him. Chihuahua.
Yeah.
He's just gonna stay silent, just like sit
I'll give you something.
Just like.
So
Yes.
I swapped to torch and hand axe.
Yep.
Sort of
Yep.
bonk
Cool.
for now.
Yep.
Sorry, we can figure this out.
I'm gonna crank that. How do I do that? What roll is that?
Give me a strength check.
That's so yikes. 19.
Oh my god.
Guys.
Even when you're not proficient in stuff, you still roll 19. Which side do you want to crank? So they haven't.
This side.
Oh, right. I was saying they all fired out of that side. There's probably been 2 fired out of that side now and 2 out of this side. So
Yeah.
which side do you want to crank back?
This side.
This side?
Yeah.
The one you first tripped,
Yeah.
and the
Which side did it hit with the echo?
so the first one that fired was from the right.
Uh-huh.
The echo copped 3. 1 was from the right. 2 were from the left.
Okay, well, you
Okay,
do.
so it's the left
I'll-
one.
The same
Oh,
one from the wall that I thought he put from this side.
Yeah, I pointed that
Oh.
way.
Well,
I
whatever
meant
wall
it.
it came from is the wall
Right.
that I'm cranking.
Crank this side.
Okay,
If
then
it's
That's
the
what I
one
was
through the
figuring.
leg.
yes.
Yes, it'll be the one on the
Okay,
leg.
and then doing that. Okay, I assumed it was this side. My
Yes,
bad.
sorry. I was just like, yes, they're coming from here because that's where I measured that 10 foot
Right.
was from. So
Okay.
Yeah.
that's where
Then
I
yes.
just rang. Mind you, 10 foot is 3 meters.
Yeah, just over.
It's it's not a small area.
Mm.
So yeah, you start like cranking that one back. That one didn't have the tension taken off it, and so it's like it's pulling. There's sounds like there's some gearing moving in the wall that they don't all just like pull back. Any that have been wired, there's sort of like a release on it to bring it back. But you manage to it takes a little bit of force because you're trying to obviously pull points out of walls, and as it finally like releases, you like it's reeling in, and then it like pulls Geode's echo like sideways.
Two.
Give me another deck save for him. Because
I mean,
he didn't brace himself.
At this point, really?
he didn't brace himself, and
This is a lot of effort for an
it's
echo.
just being like yanked
Is that a
sideways.
10? Is that a 6 or a 9?
It's a 6.
7.
How
7.
many times just let this thing die? I'm just saying. Like, why are you so committed now?
This is
Trying
where
to
the
help.
one hit point would actually come in handy.
Can we do both?
What?
Why? So I can get through.
So that's another 3 points of damage.
Oh, that wasn't
The
too
echo?
bad.
And none of them managed to actually like impale him this time.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, it,
Do
like
I still have a hit my leg?
it's still like in there because they haven't like pulled it through yet. So it's just sort of like because that's when it dislodged. It was like pulling back, so he kind of like stumbled sideways as
Yeah.
it fired, and he kind of like bounced off the rock, and then like. So, did you get him to like actually pull the fucking chain through his leg?
Yeah.
Because it's still just hanging.
Dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pulls
Rip the
that
Band-Aid.
through, and like just blood just sort of like gouts across the floor.
He screams, I scream.
Yeah, and
We're all
he screams.
screaming.
And you see him like not quite limping, but like holes just a little bit. But manages to get the last of the distance through.
Sorry.
Okay, there we
Good
go.
work, buddy. Don't even have any health to give him. I don't even think.
So yeah, one side has now been retracted, and in your torchlight, there's some lovely blood. spattered
show
across
me the way. When in doubt, follow the blood.
Yeah.
Dark,
Way.
black, it's like the blackish red, like
Yeah.
close to.
Do you want to retract the other side as well?
I like her check the other side.
Please.
I'll retract the other
So,
side.
give me a strength check.
No.
So
Fuck
one.
me. No, that's a 1.
Oh.
Because you loosened it off.
That's not making
You're
it
like-
tighter.
You're like, oh, yes, and then you're like, because it loosened, when it fired, it must have like jammed up something.
Can I lend a hand, or
So you
like can I
can't-
get in there? And
Like you can't seem to move it. You can
Yeah.
try.
Oh.
Come on, strength. This should be a thing.
What is that?
What is that?
Is that a 17? Yeah.
Is it a strength?
Yes,
check?
strength check.
18.
18. Nope, 17 plus 8.
Can it just be
17 plus 8.
Oh, saving. Yeah, plus
Check.
4, sorry.
Yeah, so 17
Yeah,
plus 4.
21.
So 21. Yeah, Gia's like, I'll come over and help check. And just like manages to like you like bring it back a little bit to like kind of take the tension off, and then you like go for it, and it does actually move,
Probably use the.
and like goes like pulls out the wall and like retracts back up in. And you basically see them like as they like go back up, they like just sort of like hang against the wall. It doesn't like just, you know, physics defying. It just gets dragged back up the wall.
And then like drag and then.
Yeah.
Fluffy's pretty tough with herself. She's over herself. She's like, yeah. 5
Like,
1.
he's got this.
It's
like
a couple
this.
things. Jess, the path is clear. What do you want to do?
Can I make my way through?
I'm gonna yell, there are buttons on the ground. Don't step on them.
So seeing as
Really
I've
loud.
seen
Don't
what's
be
happening,
I was gonna say I would.
Yes.
what's it called? Echo.
Yes.
With do I get danger sense?
Yes, you would.
Because I can see it.
Yes. And you've got your torch out, so
And I've got the torch.
yes.
What is that?
4.
Okay, well that's a 10.
Sorry, our straight-faced people.
Rolling advantage is not helping anyone tonight.
10?
Yeah.
That's what Gia rolled, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. No, I got
Even
an
an
8.
8.
You did that better.
Seven piercing damage.
And it's 2 that was set off this time.
Yes. So 2 fire off. It kind of, the first one kind of like pierces in you like, it doesn't manage to go all the way through. It kind of like,
God.
because you are holding up so much of the space, it does go off and it does like go in fairly deep, and you're like, and you like look down. There's no point
It's just chain.
showing. It's just the chain like into your side, and you're like, oh, okay. And as you like look down and kind of like as that one kind of moved you, the next one like just like fires out and like skins across your forearm. Probably goes across your like back of your shoulder blades there, and just kind of like grazes because it was a 6 and a 1. So one's a bit more intense and one's just a graze. So you feel it like through the fur on your back kind of thing, and you can feel the chain just sort of like sitting on you against your back. But yeah, there's that impaled one on your side.
I'll just rip it out.
You just rip it out.
Yeah.
Just like blood spurts across. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me another dex save, yes, you can have advantage.
I had one of those slide tadpoles in me one time, and I had the shocking grasp. No, my characters. Come on, come on.
Just like, I don't know why you're all failing so hard, I just missed this step.
Yeah.
So much the party guy in front of me.
The first thing is, the bunch on the ground, you're levitating.
Well, not these guys. The ones on the front rank.
When I scouted out the camp by myself,
Yeah.
fell into a pit,
Yeah.
fell into another pit.
Dentor's track record with these guys at
He's
chaps
actually
is
the
not fucking good. This one catches you across the thigh. You do manage, like, it's just as you're about to get, like, out, it, like, catches you and just, like, skims across your thigh and hits the wall.
So
And the other one,
five
it was 5 points of damage if you hit the thing. And the other one, like, catches across the lower back on the other side. So, yeah, there's just, like, there's some more chains now across, but yeah, everyone's sort of, well, Geo's Echo and Dentor just have like scars, like bleed.
You're just like
Bleed mark. Yeah, there's a wound just pulsing blood out of his
Sorry about
side.
that.
The Echo's got it out the leg.
Oh yeah, The dog's going to get past
And
it.
then the Dragon Balls will probably try and get past.
So yeah, you do see that the furry mass has moved across, and you do hear more chains like
I've
firing.
seen that as well, right?
Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah, because you would have dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you see these chains. Yeah, the one like come across the back and like that. You do see these chains like fire across into the walls.
And I
Basically.
would have heard her say about the buttons.
Yes. Yeah, face down. Unless there's some way that he can.
Can you phase somehow?
You can just blink, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 30 feet.
There, easy.
Phase come.
See, just teleport. What you
Everyone's
doing?
just, everyone's just like
I'm sorry that we don't
crowding
have
in
the
the
same
doorway.
magic as you.
Well, we all got there was a war. Like, yeah, it's not impossible.
Yeah, but can you get angry and take half damage?
beseech your patron.
No. I just run.
Boom.
Just beseech your patron for teleportation. Like I don't get it.
Fall into a well and sell your soul. Jesus, guys, come on.
Sell your soul for a D10 cantrip. Everybody's doing it.
Exactly.
With the system.
But with that, everyone except for the Quiet Dragonborn is in the
So
next
he
room.
is.
Well, it doesn't
quiet.
matter about the chains anymore.
Well,
I'll
give
just
me-
let you go.
Give me a stealth while you're just like happening into here.
No one's getting
You
through.
do manage to
I
like
just like went up like every
Yeah.
time I hear it, I'm like, whoa.
What's your armor? You get like normal or disadvantage for? Do you get normal or disadvantage for armor?
normal. That's just normal roll. Yeah.
That's so funny. No!
Oh.
You just can't keep your reactions inside.
So yeah, you guys do hear a voice
Oh!
behind you as like the chains fall silent, and the dog like blinks into the area with you. You're like, okay, and then you just hear.
He's just like tapping his like cane around like on the ground. He's like trying to see
Yeah, I
what
just look around dead door and just be like, hello?
So, what did they say, Bailey?
They see me standing there in my robes with my cane hunched over the ground, and he looks up towards the party and just gives a solemn nod and is like, greetings, and then continues like fiddling around with his cane.
No, nothing else, just greetings.
Question:
Busy.
With the latch thingy, if we actually hold onto the latch, will it stop it from
The
setting off? Yeah, the crank.
It's also resetting, I believe.
Like if you're holding,
As in, if you're holding the.
yeah.
It might do. No one's tried that.
Can I do this to provide some assistance to?
Oh man, this elderly.
So you'll have
What?
you'll have to retract them again.
Race.
Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does the old draconic look like? How can we tell if we're old?
He's got like a curly, like grey mustache.
Okay.
He's not
He's not like
There's,
grey.
there's some grey hair happening. Alright, so crank.
The tops of
Yeah,
his
strength
ears
or
are
athletics. It should have been one or the other.
Oh!
Jeez, not as good. But that's a +8. Or +7.
Like inspiration.
You sure?
There you go. I think it's a
Is it a reroll?
D6.
So bonus action is D6.
D6.
Yeah, it should be. How many levels have you done again?
2.
Yeah, it should be D6. I think it starts at the D6.
1.
Amazing.
Yeah, 1D6.
No, you got should what?
12. 13.
Yes, that was worth
13. You try and crank it back, and it's in
Being
that
stubborn.
yeah, it's being quite stubborn again. You're like,
Put a shoulder in.
So, wait.
I got move it.
I
It's,
got
it's
this
almost like it
Alright.
jammed up.
I'm gonna try it this time. I got it, don't worry.
Dentor runs over and
Oh,
gives
okay.
her a hand as well.
No, she doesn't have it.
Strength check.
That's an 8.
Athletics or strength, whichever.
Athletics or strength?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
easy game. That's still a 13.
I rolled a
Oh,
13!
6.
But 2 13s, I mean, that's
Which
really
side? Yeah,
26.
come on, combine that
Averaged
here.
out because they did it once and
Oh,
it's
So yeah, Dendel's like,
We have no
stand
going.
aside, Gio. I've got this.
Geo's gonna actually.
It's like
the gaping wound.
It's like a hernia. Yeah, there's just like more blood just pouring out. You're like, I'm feeling a little faint.
Can we put some assistance if we work together?
If you work together, yes, someone can have advantage.
What's yours?
I'll second.
Mine's also so whichever. You go. You go. Maybe not.
14. What the fuck is happening?
You're just
Maybe I
next to
should
the wall.
We're working on it here. Will you give us a second?
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Patience is my specialty.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
if it was only like maybe one or two that were pinned in the wall, you're feeling like with the strength you two have, you're like, yeah, this should be easy. We were moving it before, but that was like one or two of them were gone. There's like 4. I think there's about 4 or so of them now.
Embedded in the walls.
Yeah.
Because we only rolled back 2, didn't we?
Yeah, like you've rolled back like a couple, but there's been multiple goes, so it's like it's getting harder on each one basically.
So with my lack of wisdom, I make the decision of I'm gonna walk back into the traps and just pull them out of the wall physically.
Okay, give me the dex
This was
saving
more. This
throw.
was. Oh,
He
okay.
gets advantage on it.
15.
15.
As
Okay.
he shouts
That's
it
better.
out, I start cranking.
Yeah, so as you like
Take my
walk up
boots
and you
off.
like shuffle past, you pulling the few of them out of the wall that are there. You can like shuffle back, and then Geo's able to then like crank it back. Perfect. So
Teamwork.
they're like the walls and floor are covered with blood, scrape marks, chipped stone. It's a mess in this
Hey guys,
corner,
they'll
man.
never know where we're
Can we wedge the crank now to see if it stops it from shooting arrows?
Give me strength or athletics checks
Yeah, you
to
got
try and hold
Just normal.
the chain.
Not an advantage.
Okay, so is it 1 each? Like a crank each?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you set off one, like, you're not sure which stones set off which ones. So if you want to try and prevent
Take
them
one,
from
I'll take
firing at all, you would have to hold both cranks.
So you go left, I go right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
And it's
normal-
not an advantage, is it?
Hmm?
Or you-
Well, do you want to prepare to just hold it just in case? Is that right?
Like,
Yes.
like we're braced.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, give me.
And this old crusty man.
No,
How long
You're
you
like
thought?
halfway to the end.
Give me-
he's like,
give me.
We're all setting up
give
and
me
you're over
strength
here
or
like, what are we
athletics
doing?
checks. It won't be with advantage unless you've got, unless you can. I know how you could, but if you can figure it, if you can think of and or come up with something, like if you can give me an argument as to why you might get advantage, other than I'm a big boy, that doesn't work.
Oh, but he's a very big boy.
He's like, I'm a big boy, but
So they roll like that way.
they would roll. So if it's on the wall there, it's coming back.
Oh, I touched them on the ground like
So anything like I can anchor to? Like if I was to tie a rope around it and then anchor it to like.
you could one of the boxes maybe.
Can I take a
rope,
pauldron?
maybe not. If you had a chain, maybe.
We have
Oh!
one in the wall.
Yeah, but like there's
So
still
much
attached to the
Yeah.
wall. Can I take a pauldron off,
Mm-hmm.
like a part of my armor, and sort of jam it into the crank, like once it's like rolled, and then before we like. Can I try and jam it up? It's for armor. It's gonna be okay. I think. We'll see.
I can't think of anything. So
You could. Do we have?
Chilling over here, dancing around. Waiting.
Not possible at all.
you said I made of wood.
Hmm?
You said I made of wood.
The
Crank.
like the head crank part is yes.
Oh, like.
Actually, no. I'll
you
put
just
my
stood the
no. It's no. It winds up chain, isn't it? I've got a dagger. I'm gonna stick my dagger in. So wind up as much as I can. Dagger through.
I just don't know how cranks work. Sorry, I'm asking a question.
Okay.
That's
Like
nice.
So like, there's like it's like a pointy thing like that, right? And the chain's on that.
Yeah, so there's a shaft.
Yes.
The chain. No, I knew it was coming the second I said it. There was a reason I said it.
I'm distracted now.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So like this,
Mm,
the chain comes around.
yeah.
You basically think of it like a handle here. You turn the handle. It
You just
rotates
put it
that.
on like a good night. It was like just.
Around.
I think we've all lost it.
Okay.
What if you take the chain off that and just pull the chain and not the crank? Like what if you wrap and like pull it like that? Like
Then
wrap
you're
the chain
gonna be
around
going
your arm.
through whatever.
No, but like, then like if your feet are on the rock and you're pulling against it like that, that's
Oh,
really like
Your leverage.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sorry.
But
just
dude,
thinking about that.
You get to do that when I'm going to
Cool.
just
And he's just like sitting back on a crate, like.
What if you
What
do
do you
this?
Because it's still got the links as well. I'm just going to stick the dagger through one of the links.
So yeah, if
Yeah,
you,
and then
yeah.
I'll
I'm just watching everyone
That's
fail.
really
Like,
Oh, that's why I was like,
Yeah, she's
yeah,
on
come up
this-
with
this
creative
should be-
ways,
yeah,
and we'll
guys.
see
I
what
was
we can
just
do.
like, what can I have to actually
With
jam
those,
this?
I will allow Jake to jump over it.
Cool.
You're welcome. Brain over here, colliding.
That is why I always
14?
carry a crowbar.
Hey,
on
I-
strength-based
Yeah.
Well,
characters.
no, I was thinking about jamming it up.
Yeah, that's when on my strength-based characters I always carry crowbars.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
For a total of
27.
Okay.
And I got a, what is the 14 plus like 20?
21.
Yeah.
21.
It's 21 again.
Alright, cool.
Banana.
You can either trust them and just go, or you can do caution and dex save. How much do you trust these random strangers that look like they're trying
And
to
you've seen them
protect you?
fail.
Just teleport over!
he will go very cautiously.
Very
Very
cautiously. Okay.
cautiously.
Dex saving for me, please. You're a monk, probably pretty high.
It's pretty high.
It's on your first page.
Thanks.
At the bottom.
Where? Oh,
Profile.
okay, yeah.
Yes.
16.
16. They did call it out for you, so you can have advantage on that one as well.
16. Let's say 16.
So yeah, 16. So you guys who got bloodied and slashed and everything like that, the wizened man with a cane managed to be like tapping around and it's just like he's like tapping, you can almost hear or feel like vibrations through it of like that one feels like more of a button, that one feels like more of
You
a
said they're
button.
in like a divot, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're like where the floor is, it's like that, but where the stone is that goes down to the button, there's like a tiny little gap around
tell us
it.
I was gonna say you
But
can
yeah.
feel it maybe with the cane.
I
Yeah.
just want to be like, are you Daredevil?
No. Absolutely not.
Not
Completely
that
blind.
attitude.
I'm not that old.
So you managed to like wind your way through and not set any of them off, and you're now face to face with. Well, we have. I was gonna say Bailey hasn't heard, like, he's only seen maybe a couple of photos from the campaign, like in the character profile. So, what does this Dragonborn see in front of him?
Well, the first two would be us, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's 5 foot,
You go
so he's
first,
very
like,
small.
So you see a well-armored earthen genasi, so it's like sort of rock, stony, skinned. It's got cracks and fissures where it's scarred up and stuff, and it's got little crystalline sulfur, so yellow crystals dotted around him, sort of like moles, pimples, whatever. Yeah, and yeah, he is in armor, and he's just like, "You good?"
Yes. And he turns to face the other parties.
One second, I'm getting my photo. Someone else go next.
Oh well, you see a orc with animalistic features, with hair growing off him, and in generic gear of whatever else we're wearing. Can because I disguised myself a while ago.
Yes.
But you can actually just show him your miniature because isn't that
Oh,
really?
yeah,
No,
vision.
but he
Yeah.
he used
I just got myself
cell
a
company
look like
to
myself
make
right
himself
now.
look like one of the. Yeah, do you want to show your picture?
Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm at the back sitting on a crate. Also, yeah, just watching, and it's a red tiefling with purple hair. And she's wearing lots of colour.
All the colours does not stand out at all.
And you've got the 8'10" Minotaur, black Minotaur with orange eyes, 2 sets of horse.
How many
Gagging
more sets
with
would
me,
you have?
I got 2.
I know you can have like what is it, the sheep with the 4 set.
How long is all this taking, though? By the way, like getting through this trap.
An hour.
How long do I have left before this disguise self? Is the
No, it's
question.
probably only been like a 10-ish minutes, if that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like going through the sort of moving through. Everyone was sort of like
One thing's
doing
happening
stuff
after
at
a
the same
year.
time, sort of thing, and it was just sort of like gets through and then holding the chains. So yeah, so it would have only been about 10 minutes
Cool.
or so. What are we doing?
Pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you coming with?
I don't care if he's coming.
Can we
I'm going
tamper
this way.
with the?
Yeah, he's gonna sort of like look around the party and like take them around and we go like, understood. And then he's just gonna like walk past all of them. And
I'm on a mission from.
On a mission, go.
Oh, I think I will add is you do see a little bumbling badger like walling behind
Oh,
me.
that's right, the badger's
Yeah,
out.
the
Yes.
badger familiar.
Badger.
I'm thinking, can we tamper with those? The
With
giant ballista. Or whatever.
I really
those-
can't.
spears?
Yeah.
I don't think we have any way to. We
Yeah.
can break, just outright break them, I guess, but not really tamper with them.
Well, if we're leaving the same way, I can just set everything on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, true. There we go. That's a plan.
Pyromania.
That's the standard MO of this group.
What else we need to do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Eviscerate.
Did they mention that these guys had any connection? Because we spoke to Orvis about them, didn't we?
I don't know who all this is, but
Orvex. Sorry.
I don't know who Orvex is.
So no, all makes it either.
it's fine.
All
As
makes
soon as they're
it
out
a
of her
figment of
sight,
everyone's
she has no idea. What?
He didn't say there were anything connections from Brenshaw, did he?
No.
No.
Okay.
But they're with that religion.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was the
they're
connected to
that was
the-
the connection that
They're
we
connected to the religion, and
And all that.
the religion was the religion mentioned to be
got. Yeah, because
in in Aldrich City. Yes.
Oh, in the older city.
Yeah.
But it was in Grenshaw because that's where Zinfall and these people were.
It's the main reason why
Yeah.
Cheat's interested.
Yes.
okay.
Um,
So we are getting the connection that these are
Something.
people
Yeah.
from Brenshaw too.
yeah, or they're somehow involved
Supply them or
with
something.
yeah, because the last time you saw these ballista bolts was the warehouse that somebody
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
Burnt
Okay,
down.
yeah.
Hey, we robbed them.
That's why I
Hey,
didn't
and we
remember.
robbed them blind beforehand. We did pretty
Yeah.
well.
because that's where the ballistas were originally found
Yeah.
was in the warehouse
That's why it went
of
over
the
my head.
orcs and elves.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokies. I'm following.
And shit, like you had seen some orcs and elves and dwarves in the outside compound at least.
Yeah. But this actually just ties into Grenshaw now, kind of thing.
Yes. Yes. I mean, the orcs invading Grenshaw, attempting to invade Grenshaw, kind of tied the orcs to it, but
Can't trust wolves.
no, not at all.
I think he's pretty cool.
So yeah, path continues round. Like it's sort of like winding. It doesn't look like it was just like carved out and then like built. It just looks like it was found as a natural pathway through here, but then that there have been areas like slowly excavated for use. If you are continuing
Yes.
round, yes.
I'm guessing, are you up front
Yeah.
now?
Are we stealthing or are we?
I'd say
Well,
I mean, you're being
What
noisy.
pace
So
are you moving at?
I'm trying
He's
to.
moving at a hefty pace.
He's on a mission.
Hello.
If anything, I would move myself sort of ahead because I'm the one actually in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to definitely keep nonchalant though, but like at least if I get caught out, I could talk my way out of it.
That's fair.
Me and the face head at the back.
So, in this one here, give me perceptions. Where's
yeah, we're all.
you in the face out at the back? Yep.
I guess we'll be somewhere in the middle.
In the middle. Wherever. Over in this one, this room here, it looks like it's been carved out at some point, or somehow carved out. It's at first glance and look like a barracks area. So there's beds, there's like mess areas. It's less beds, it's more like
Bunks.
just like sleeping rolls.
Oh, yeah.
So like sleeping rolls. There is a couple of chests in the area as well.
So let's do it again, Coach.
I was gonna say it's a couple.
Hey, it's
Like a
a long
barracks.
night to learn.
Very much what it feels like.
In a cave.
It's okay.
And they do have
Love is love.
love is there is a fire pit that is currently out in the middle of the
Does that mean there's a chimney in this cave? Or is this one?
Carbon monoxide poisoning, why not?
depends if you burn smoke like smoke
Yeah,
producing
you ever think about that, didn't you?
fuel. Wood burns with
They
smoke.
know to dry the wood beforehand and then put it on the fire.
There are more. So there's like a couple of chests, like just chilling. Hey.
It's actually a cappella as well.
This is actually a musical D&D session.
Sure is. There's a couple of chairs.
You
going
missed
around.
Dave last night. It was on a roll.
It was on a roll last night. You want to keep moving on from the.
Can we have a like as we go past? I will have a peek.
Yeah,
You
like
can
can I
see
just
if
see
there's
if there's
obviously
anything, yeah.
anyone.
That's the good jam.
Do you have like
Give me
how
a-
reasons to find
I have a lot.
Perception checks
So you guys going?
from whoever was looking. If Calliope's just continuing on.
6.
Okay, she's glad to see something exciting. That's what she's there for.
Oh, come on!
I got an 18.
18,
5.
5.
Sorry, I'm
You're a
a little
dice
slow.
eight.
You're 6.
You need to get out that box and get more dice. 6, 5, 18.
1 second.
1 second.
Loading.
Reroll?
19.
19.
Solid die.
So the fire the fire looks like it was on the night prior, but it's not currently. Like, as in like,
It's not on.
it hasn't been burning like last
not
No shit. Oh
There
my
was
God.
a fire.
Once the guys stole the fire lane. It's okay. What's that?
Yeah, fire's been out for probably 10, 12 hours. It is only. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be that because it's probably mid morning.
Yeah,
Because you guys set off
We left
early
early,
morning,
yeah.
and it was a few hours
Okay,
worth of.
we
We left the tavern at about 9.
9, yeah, and it was from memory
Could be
Four-
midday.
4 hours. It was 4 hours.
4 hours up. So yeah, it's probably about midday
Okay.
ish.
That feels.
So yeah, it's probably been
12.3.
yeah 12:03. If anyone takes the keen mind feed, I swear to God.
Is that the, you know,
And then what direction is north the whole time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always know what time it is. You always know the direction north.
just for you?
The north is good.
Yeah. It's the barbarian who takes keen mind.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, fire's probably been out for
Geo's just over it.
8-9
It's
hours.
cold.
It's off.
That's all. Yes, thank you, Clive, for that
Observation check the chest.
Yes, so with your perception there, they don't look trapped.
Good to know. I wasn't checking.
No, I know. I'm just saying, with the perception,
They're way ahead of you there,
the
buddy.
perception is you don't see any obvious traps.
Good to know.
You are, there's scraps of food in there, or what could have been considered food at some point. There's probably like spare armor and as in clothing, and it's like the armor scene. There is armor in here that's sort of like disused, rusted in a way.
How dare they not like?
I know. I just triggered Geo.
Food. Would it equal rations?
It can equal rations.
Say
Yes.
Oh, I'm just thinking for to keep the storage for.
Oh yeah, for the phase hound, yes, by all means,
He
it
won't
would
be
be
phased
no
by it.
issue. But as you're looking at it, it's like someone tore like strips of meat,
Jackie.
but not beef or pork or chicken.
It's
or-
the other way.
Special pork?
Yeah, probably the other white meat.
Yeah, that's the white meat.
I mean, I'm beef, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's true. You're like, you eat me, I'm like you. Yeah, it looks like at one point, like one of the little bits looks like a strip of scalp almost.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
It's okay. So would you say that's
It's rationable for a phase out.
one
Are you guys
ration,
in
2
there?
rations?
Of everything that's in the sort of area here,
Yeah,
there's
sure,
like
why not?
refuse, waste, refuse.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
2 sets of rations you could
Actually,
gather up
sorry,
enough
hang on, no.
bits and pieces
Oh,
that you're like,
okay.
Yeah.
you're like, this
Sorry.
doesn't look appetizing
No.
to me,
Sorry.
but
Stop it.
Fine. Yeah.
Facing this.
It matters, okay?
coordinate.
Sorry, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigate the bed rolls and see if
Sides of
because they're
stains.
obviously.
No signs of
No. But I was
He does
thinking
have
more
to
like
be-
if they have
Geo,
like
they're
any
prophecy.
keepsakes or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, investigation.
Rolling 10.
10. You just keep going.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I can do both.
I'm not.
So 10 on the investigation. You find like little, you do find a little locket that has a like a father and a daughter in it, like father on one side, daughter on the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a expensive gold one or anything. It's like
I'm
like
not
a pewter or a
looking to
platinum.
keep or like steal or
Um,
anything, but
There's
my new
that.
family.
It looks like it's under some
All the beings have lives,
Yeah.
guys.
so
Have
it's
families.
personal item.
Yeah.
I'll open it.
child.
I'll be like,
Think of that before you kill the
Okay.
beings. They're families.
and you said it had the picture of father and daughter.
Yes.
Okay, close it up. Put it back under. Return it.
Return it.
I'm not stealing. I didn't even take the gold. Did you?
Huh? Oh, no, I haven't taken anything.
I'm talking about the gold when you first came in.
Oh,
No,
oh sure. If you didn't take it, I took it. Sure.
Jared's not the one for like really stealing
Yeah, I thought
things.
you took it, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. It's all good. I didn't really think of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought you found it. So
Yeah, I thought
I
you
mean, I still have like almost
I have all of
2
mine.
grand. I mean,
I'm
30 gold is an awful lot.
with gold money.
I'll take it.
She doesn't care much about money, but you'll take it.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Poor.
He doesn't need it.
Okay, well, cool. He's not materialistic.
It was like $30.
Okay. So there was
you would
nothing
take it?
else that we sort of did anything, found anything.
I mean, there's a couple of, like, it looks like things have been, most personal things might have just been discarded. Like, even some of the armors and things have just been discarded, almost like they're not using it.
So it doesn't look lived in recently.
It does, but it doesn't. It's like a messy, dirty, lived in, not, doesn't seem like a habitat of like, it's not of like clean soldier barracks or things like that. It's more like a kobold's den, if anything.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Can we see if they left in? Does it look like they left in a hurry at all, or if they just got up on the
I think they're just on shift.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even that they've left. Like, it's that
It's not sleep.
they're just not in here.
currently?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
As you keep going,
I'll walk out again if there's nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out too. I'm pretty much just like at this stage.
yeah, because Calliope had just kept going
Oh yeah, my
Yes.
echoes.
while you
also
guys were
been-
checking out in there. So it's probably been like not even 5-10 minutes really. But as you get up, you do hear chanting.
Oh, I love a part.
Sorry, have we seen any sources of light yet?
Uh,
No, wait. Just because you were
I
saying.
can't see!
oh, yeah, sorry.
Just because you were
Yes.
saying there was light
Yeah,
reflecting.
Excuse me, I took the douse light.
There
as
would have
well.
been like one probably back. There probably would have been one like back here, kind of like at the entry of here. They're still burning.
So natural light.
And there are some. There was like there's one or two up here as well, and there's some in this area, but you haven't gone up to that area yet.
I'm just gonna throw my torch into the fire pit and then
Okay.
get a bonk back out.
Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Back with
So yes, you are chanting where you are. It's very faint, like it's only really as you're getting here. Give me a stealth check.
Okay. I'm scared.
You're a rogue. You should be seeing good at.
Oh.
6. But what's your modifier?
Hold on, I lost it. Give me a second. Oh, well, yeah, it's 15.
15.
Is it a party?
Oh my god.
My bad.
You didn't want it anyway.
I didn't want my bottle. Because it was empty and there was no resistance.
As you get sort of to here, you're sort of just like peeking around the, like kind of like peeking around the edge of the rock edge there. You spot so over in the back, down in, what was that right in I'm not going to try and pull one, but the easiest way to do it.
Oh,
sorry. Is that racist? Not right.
Jewish
Yeah,
Star
what's the
Wars.
religion one?
They
What's the
do.
religion one? It's not racist.
What are it says people that aren't really religious.
Yeah, I haven't built a 15-ish god pantheon. Not really. So yeah, over the back of this area, there is definitely torchlight in this area. All around here.
That's what we like. That's what was missing.
Yeah.
The torches around the pentagram.
Yeah.
That's not even. How dare you?
I know it's not. That's why I didn't say it was that word.
Pentagram.
Yeah. Nothing.
No.
OCD's not kicking in.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I know none of them are the same size, shape on points.
Oh, I don't know. I don't care about that. I was like in between.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Let's
Cool.
just take
Don't worry about it.
I didn't count it.
I did.
Standing on the back, like, altar. It would be a blood sigil that's in the floor. It's been sprayed across the, well,
Really?
marked across the floor,
Don't they want more
surrounded
blood?
by torches. There is a dark elf up on the, there's like a stone platform altar, you're not sure, at the back there.
Please?
Plinth, yeah, large plinth, probably. Robed. Chanting is coming from her.
My mouth or just her?
Yes, from her mouth.
Exuding from my
It's exuding from her mouth.
I don't know.
Yes, chanting from her mouth.
It is really out loud to be fair.
With, you can
Could be my
just
head.
make out a handful of the people, what the groups you saw outside and in patrol, kneeling down here in like supplication or prayer on you're not entirely sure what they're doing,
Yeah.
other than like praying. But
Warlocks.
I'm trying to say bowing and praying, but
Oh, what?
School PA systems for their patrons.
and they are chanting as well, but the louder chants are coming from her. You were asked to look for a dark elf. That was what Orbex.
I did it!
So you found her.
We found it. That's all we were
If
asking.
you're so proud of me.
We can leave.
And done.
And
Click.
oh, we found her.
Can I understand what she's saying?
What languages do you speak?
Tell us what language.
I don't know. Oh, look.
Have a
It was chanting, wasn't it?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm gonna also make my
Oh,
way
where are we? Yeah.
into the hall.
Yeah, I'm at, like this stage. I would say I'm like behind
Like,
Calby.
As you guys are coming up,
My echo's also like.
Calliope's stealth roll wasn't perfect.
Ooh. Oh.
Possibly.
Do we have to be
A
up at the
dialect
entrance
of one of
to
them.
hear this chanting?
Yes. It is growing louder though.
Where is
As Calliope, as the person behind the altar calls out,
Common or religion?
she eats your stealth roll.
That's all you need. That's all we
my
need.
name?
Mine's common and common sign language.
Here we go. We've got it covered.
Oh,
But I
actually,
also have comprehensive language.
does the
Sorry.
player's handbook have the languages in it?
Probably.
Possibly. I might need a smoke before I.
All good. Will I be able to hear from here the voice?
Yeah, it is growing louder as you are getting closer.
At what point do we need a stealth check?
And it's not common.
What point do we need a stealth check?
Well, as well, you guys can all do stealth checks. leader does call out towards the corridor.
Does
The one that is chanting.
Oh my
You
god.
done fucked
He's
up.
calling out of
No,
that.
no, no. Yeah.
in common?
Yes, in common.
Okay, because I was like, if it wasn't
Because
in
the
common,
chanting was not in common. Chanting was in. It's either infernal or I'm trying to think of the other damn language that works with it. There's two, abyssal.
Yeah.
So unless anyone has abyssal,
I have comprehend languages, but if I
I
can't
have Elvish
hear,
Walk.
and if the chanting's also stopped, there's no point in casting it.
What do you have, Bailey?
I have draconic elvish walk in common.
Oh, I learned, man.
Common Elvish Walk, that's
so
it.
yes, it sounds similar to infernal in ways, but it is like guttural and really just like rough sounding. It's like almost you need like tortured vocal cords and maybe a second throat to make these noises.
Isn't that what Ulrich was speaking to?
No, he was
No, he would have been
infernal.
speaking infernal.
Because I couldn't understand it. When he was talking to whoever in his place, I still couldn't understand him.
Whoever in his place.
When
Oh,
he went
in
into
the
room,
fireplace.
Yeah,
Before he
Before-
turned
yeah. I couldn't understand what he was saying.
to the dark abode.
Dan's like,
That could have been.
DM problem?
I'd have to check it back. Probably was DM problem. But could have also been that it wasn't spoken words. It might have been for an actual like. Because he was that just before he like cast the vial into the fire to
No,
speak
then he
with.
was talking to the thing without me knowing what they were saying.
I mean,
could have been a mental.
Because he wasn't talking to the fire until after you were in the room.
I don't know then. Yeah, I know, whatever it was he was trying to do, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
That's
I mean,
what
there's
makes
one thing
it
I
a
can do
mental
to
conversation.
chaos in the room.
Might have been. I don't even recall where
It's
that
fine.
was.
It doesn't
I'd have
matter.
to
It doesn't
check it
matter.
out.
Video's there.
But yeah, I know.
Go and comb.
Yeah. Yes, it would
Okay,
be
so we just
abyssal.
can't understand.
Yeah, so it sounded just really guttural, like you need two throats to even be able to pronounce some words that were coming out.
Two throats too even, not two throats even.
Didn't know it's Stephen.
But she does call out. Well, you're just in time for our most esteemed guest to arrive.
Above table, does this have anything to do with the thing that we let out?
No.
Okay,
No,
that
just
was a different thing.
Different
No,
god.
that
That's
was-
my.
That's
Oh,
that's a
okay,
different god.
okay.
That's
Okay.
my
Well, I was
patron.
like thinking whistle. Yeah, I
Oh,
wasn't sure.
yeah.
Okay.
They would
Sorry.
be very, very close to it.
Pretty sure we opened a locked door.
They opened a tomb.
Well,
Oh.
the
Well, that
cultist.
we knew.
They didn't know it was a tomb at the time.
It was away from people. It was in a graveyard, and the bomb exploded.
I'm sorry, but like it's in a graveyard. You should be concerned about opening stuff in a graveyard.
Well,
I don't
it
know
was
if it's
sorry.
this stuff.
It was a tomb and or a what do you call
It was
it?
a mausoleum.
A mausoleum that had stories around it that nobody went near it, and it was on a little island
I'm here.
of its own within the graveyard.
Is it?
And they thought it was a good idea to put a arcade detonation device nearby.
That was her.
It was away from the people. There was no one there. It was the most logical sense
That
of the time.
is surprising because I thought it would have been you.
My dad's shop was right around the
I mean,
Hey, it was
in
on the
saying
back
that,
or in the middle of town.
pretty sure Calliope was there with
Yeah.
that is beside the point.
because that was how Geo got the story that from when Calliope was growing up that that place was like kids would sort of give each other dares and taunts
Oh
to
yeah,
go
that's
up
why I was like, so no one
to
goes
go up
there.
near it. No one goes near it. Yeah, real smart.
I don't recall.
It was logical at the time.
It warped the brains of half the town when it left.
I don't know yet.
I don't know
Why is
this.
Chit knows it.
You should just
Yeah.
Shit.
Chit saw it.
She met the thing that came out, and they
I
talked.
will.
Kind of, not really actually.
Chit was talked at.
She would
Mommy,
talk
I'm
at,
here.
exactly.
He said,
No, gosh, I'm
he said, Mommy, I'm here.
Mommy,
I'm home. Sorry.
just in time.
I think there's something special in the air tonight.
Yeah, it really is, yeah.
I can feel it.
Legs.
Have stretches.
Yeah. Time out if you want a water
Time
break or anything.
That would be another question.
Yeah.
What time
Yeah,
is
it's like
it?
getting on. Anyway.
I can set the scene with what is there,
Yeah.
and then that way we can launch straight in, because you didn't have a good enough stealth.
That's a good. I literally have a plan to throw chaos into room immediately. It's
I'm
fine.
just gonna prepare myself. I know what I'm gonna say.
No, I'm just gonna cast.
Dave, is there
I
actual
know
chanting
what-
still happening in the background?
Yeah, the rest of the...
Is it the same? Is it like in a loop? I'm just gonna. Can I just walk in, start chanting what they're saying? Please? What?
Oh,
you-
gonna join in.
Give me a deception at disadvantage.
What?
How good is her wisdom?
It's a chant that you don't know.
But I'm just copying what they're saying. What is this called? What am I doing a roll for?
Deception at disadvantage.
To see if you fit in.
Oh,
A one.
Ready, a one?
yeah.
My bad.
That's okay.
That's okay.
So pretty much, what if I just?
But she doesn't know that you guys are there. She knows I'm there, just so you're aware.
Oh no, I'm going to reveal myself honestly.
Well, everyone needed to do stealth checks.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
roll?
just going to reveal
No, I didn't
myself
roll.
the moment I realize the Kelby's been figured out.
I did say everyone.
Yeah, no, I had the dice in my hand to roll and then I forgot about it.
11.
Do we still have her plus 10? It would be an hour and
I
hasn't taken damage, so...
You?
Does that mean I still would have had a 10?
No, because you were deception, not stealth.
No, but her original
The
stuff.
original
Yeah.
self.
Because Geode went into the
Oh
other
yeah,
room
you went with
and
Geo,
allowed you to
yeah.
You gotta be within 30 feet of Geode.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
Do we have it now, though?
Yeah, but she's been caught out.
Yeah, she would, but she's already been caught out.
But I meant for the rest of us.
Oh yeah, the rest of you will have it.
Myself included?
Yes.
Oh, well,
If you're in
30 then.
Oh, well, just a casual 30.
It was a
21.
dirty 20.
21.
And then whatever Geo.
Someone can roll something for me.
Oh, I'm not rolling stealth.
What's
I'm
your
outing
stealth?
myself.
Like, Chit's just walking up.
I'm walking
I think
out.
it's
I'm a
open
special
there if
guest.
you wanna
It's
check.
Why
fine.
am I own?
It's probably a 0. It's not a disadvantage, at least.
Well, I've
It
walked
is
in.
0.
How
It is
far?
27.
How far did I walked in, David, before I walked?
Maybe you should be rolling for me
You
tonight.
hadn't walked in. You were at the edge, you were just peering around,
Like
And I was like-
the door.
and you'd been heard.
Okay. So I'm just chilling.
Yes.
Then.
So yeah, as you like got up there, you were like you thought you were being as cautious and quiet as possible, but she somehow heard you.
Okay.
Somehow.
Gliding.
Well,
How's it okay?
pretty rough, actually.
Do you want me to say this one?
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Walks out chanting completely the wrong thing.
Just
I don't
walks
know.
out.
Arena.
How would you mimic
Step
it?
out
She
and
just
start
walks.
chanting.
Doing
Walks
the
around the corner, kumbaya.
And you start chanting in infernal, and you're like, no, wait, that's not right.
Yeah. The wrong language.
That's not how you pronounce it.
But you do at least get a better view of the everyone assembled.
How
from
many?
Outside
Love.
in the chamber,
Alright.
which is what they're all the ones sort of chanting on in a supplicant position, on knees.
Of course.
Yes. Sort of like on knees, sort of bowing forward.
It would appear summoning something.
I need that zip it spell for Geo now.
I have a feeling they summoned something.
I'm sure it's fine.
Because it wasn't very. I mean, you guys were silent enough.
But they knew we were coming.
Yeah, Geo was not
Oh, yeah,
silent,
forgot
and
about
then
that.
all the chains and spikes.
Oh. Also forgot about that.
Oh yeah, we've been letting know we've been coming for a while.
Sure have.
There's other things
as a
that can be
change
had.
into-
Literally yelled at you. There's buttons on the ground.
This crank is stuck.
And like,
There was a fire here.
Oh, were those two fucking in the corner?
I love that everyone's like, yeah, we're being stealthy, and then just like loud as fuck.
I thought. No.
So like, never mind.
Huh?
What did you think?
Nothing.
You
There's
sure?
nothing in this brain. Empty.
Doesn't
It's hollow.
Alleys are gone, so we're just alone.
All that is just like right up. Oh wait. Okay, wait. No,
What?
no, it's okay. It's okay. It wasn't fine. If there's any water, I'm ready.
Huh?
If there's any water, I'm prepared.
If there's any.
Oh yeah, the potion.
Oh yeah.
Water
yeah,
breathing.
potion of water breathing.
Your
The
magic
font
check.
The font pot really came in.
This has a big pile of water right here.
Who has create water?
No one's.
Dowser.
Use it a few times.
If Arabin has this, I don't know if he's up to the right spell slots, but he could do tsunami.
Oh really?
I'd have to check the spell slots. I will hopefully print a mini to make the creature coming out much better.
There's something coming out.
Yes.
Yeah, he says
I didn't listen to that.
That's why they stopped
That's what they
chanting.
said.
That's why
People
she
are
stopped
special
chanting, and
guests.
that's why she said the special guest is here.
Oh,
What if I-
about you
Not
guys?
me.
What if I just look? What if I just come
Can
in?
you leave me in there, please?
Huh?
I'm in there.
Okay. So I just go around. I was like, yes, and he is right here. It's like Cameron's looks like, look at me in my majesty. I'm Karzon Trollbane. As I sort of just going to be walking up. It's like, it's great for you to give me such a luxurious entrance. As I just sort of like stare at her, something like that.
So as you're like walking up, just like staring at her, saying this, you can give me a persuasion check.
Cool, I'm pretending to be somebody else so I get advantage on that.
Yes.
I mean, I should have that. Yes, that is a 21.
21. Okay, that will be taken into
Account.
account. But before, as you're stepping up to your left, because that's where it would be, and in front of Calliope there, the blood, on the floor, kind of splits the ground a little bit, it almost fissures where it sits, and there's no flames, but as some of the rock crumbles into the center, there's these chains that basically whip out and they fire up into the roof. The ceiling's probably I'd say probably only about 25-30 foot at a max height, but yeah, basically the chains whip up
Not
and
chains.
impact the ceiling, pinch onto the floor, and rising out of this massive chains comes up. I'll show you the image of what.
Chain similar to these ones.
Similar, yes. Quite barbed hooks on them instead of points. But yeah, barbed hooks that kind of just impale into the.
Are they like butcher's hooks?
Very similar to butcher's hooks. Quite pudgy. But more of a, and as it emerges, it's red, its red eyes glare through what would be. I can't zoom in anymore, but basically.
Oh, fun. Is he threatening?
Yeah.
Is he made out of chains?
He's basically wrapped in them.
Oh, okay.
He's a mummy but with chains.
Yeah. So yeah, those chains sort of grab basically pulling him up out of the
Void.
the ground, the void.
This does not deter Calliope. If anything, it makes her more intrigued. And a little turned off. A little confused. She's hey, this is the bad? This is
Okay.
The torches probably would flare a little bit.
So he's coming out as a star?
Yes,
Okay.
center of the star has collapsed in basically, and there looks like there's just chains coming out of the floor as he's rising up out of it.
That's can't do anything.
But neither side was stealthy.
It's worthwhile casting mental paranoia on
Are my patrons giving me
I'm
any
gonna
senses?
around that one here.
Right now,
Yes. Like get the fuck out of Dodge. Or
there's a tremble along the. It's not like a god trembling, but it's a tremble. Feels like a tremble along the
strings.
Yeah, the strings. Basically, if alarm bells were attached to the strings, they'd be going off their fucking nut right now.
Okay. God damn. Kieran's just from wigged out from the night before and it's just getting worse
Yeah.
and worse. Okay.
Clive's this
She's gonna activate her cloak to make it really pretty and pleasing and distracting.
Okay,
And,
that's
like peacocking, but for a girl.
fair. I would say,
We all moving up?
yeah, I would say everyone coming in, would be, if everyone's coming into the room,
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stay in the room. I'm
So
gonna
wait,
take
is this
a
thing
point
exactly?
back.
Yeah, I haven't really planned where my character actually
so
is.
this emerged here,
Yeah, so
and the dark elf is here on the
Was it a-
thing, and then there are
People.
Well,
people
Calliope was in front,
around here.
so she's
I'm
very
just gonna be
I won't
But
swear, but
probably backing.
Yeah. But yeah, basically wherever you want to currently be
Her?
at the start, that's where it'll be, and then it'll pretty much be because he's emerging, as you said, we're just in time for our one guest. I'm pretty sure the next line, it'll depend. So, depending what people would do right here, everyone would have a choice of what they would do as they're either emerging into the room or standing back. As in, it's on a knife edge of what happens
I'm going to put out the vocal somatic
Yeah.
components cast mounting paranoia on like a random person who's like in this crowd over here.
Okay, I will note down.
Nothing.
You can think on it. Because it'll pretty much be like, it's at the point of, if someone kicks it off, it kicks off. If no one does anything and everyone just stands there like slack-jawed,
It
they
also-
may just take the initiative of doing something.
It'll get hit.
We got it.
So, mounting paranoia on a random.
Do we disturb
Yeah.
the sigil? You just have to do it, Good?
Okay, thanks, Bailey.
You don't have to. You said no. It's okay. You can walk.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your first game with us.
I'm excited to be here.
Nice. Happy to have you.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get the
I want to
photos
see more of what your old man can do.
My games are definitely like messy and all over the place.
Sorry, that was.
Was it a bug or was
Yeah, it was
that?
a bug. It was a bug. Sorry.
I'm like, wow, wait.
Yeah, I think Sky did as well.
What?
Yeah.
You take a photo of the.
Yeah, I put it in. I didn't take
Everyone
it
has-
off the whole
There we go,
map,
we've got
just
multiple.
that.
Yeah, that's fine. Like over here, it doesn't really matter how it's
Yeah.
short, but
See you guys.
You're gone.
Happy
Bye.
days, guys.
Thank you. Drive safe if you're driving.
Will do.
I know Chit's always going to be like, I'm going to try and diffuse the situation, but if I can't,
Diffuse it by now.
Make them fight each other. Make them fight each other.
it's like diffusal or
Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.
But the fact that
I don't know if
the fact that now I don't do somatic or vocal components means I can actually hide the